When we start with daily chart, just I want to give a quick update. First of all, if you refer to my last analysis when the price was within this move, we discussed about how we can look for trade, and we mentioned if the price continues as a corrective, we are not really interested to look for buy unless we see the sharp move, and this is what we get. If you look at this correction, this is the sharpest move which we see within this correction. Now the question is whether this correction can give us a continuation or not. Anyway, we start with higher time frame. We start with a monthly chart, and as we can see based on monthly chart, still we are within this correction. We have to see the breakout of this correction to confirm this is the start of the up move. Right, that's why we need to be really careful for those traders if they want to look for trade as a long term. That's why if you refer to my last analysis, we mentioned the possibility for the price to drop to this zone. All right, and still at this point we need to be really careful unless the price break this correction, then this is where we can confirm this is the start of the up move. All right, and because we mentioned if the price couldn't continue break this correction with the next drop, we can expect the price to drop to this zone following by divergence, which can give us a better confirmation for continuation. But we don't mention we don't need to wait for that opportunity. If we get any opportunity for buy within the correction, we'll take it, but this is the best option we have been looking for. But at this point, since we get this sharp move, if we get any opportunity for buy based on lower time frame, we will take it. But at this point, based on weekly, we don't see any trade setup. And if we move to lower time frame, if we move to daily chart, at this point, I'm looking at this correction. If the price continues as a corrective, similar to what I draw here, I don't think so it can give us really good trade setup unless this one turns to a deeper correction. But if we get any opportunity for buy from here, we will take it based on 1 hour or forward chart. And at this point, if we get any trade setup, the breakout of the previous top, this is the most important things we are looking for as a target. All right, with the breakout of the 25 or 26K, then we are looking for 28,300. All right, but at this point we have to see how we can look for trade. That means if we get any opportunity for buy within this correction, we will take it. All right, but at this point we have to wait. And if we move to lower time frame, if we move to forward chart, we don't see any trade setup yet unless we put a warning tree above here. Because how about if this one turns to flat, next drop, we will take the trade. All right, this is all the different possibility we can look for. But if the price drop and tag the lowest price of this correction, then any opportunity for buy based on 1 hour or lower time frame, it will be the best. But we need to see how this chart can form. And at this point, as I mentioned, if we want to look for buy, the best option, we cannot call it a trade setup, all right? But the only way is to put our entry above here with the stop loss somewhere below this correction. It depends on the risk and reward the traders are looking for. And what we want to price sharply, tag, break, and continue. Then from there, we want to need to see the breakout of this correction. And the targets will be based on daily chart, the breakout of the every previous top, all right? And by the way, if anyone wants to look for buy within this correction, they need to know where is the stop loss. Because if the price couldn't continue, again, still we need to be careful because it's still the possibility for the price to drop and tag the lowest price of this correction. Then from there, based on daily and weekly chart, we can look for the divergence, right? We need to be aware of that. But if the price, that means we have to see the breakout of this correction, either at the top or low, before we look for the continuation and the reversal as the all-time, to see the breakout of the all-time high. Most of the chart, they have a similar movement. All right, that means at this point, if anyone wants to look for trade, the only option is to put their entry above here, or we wait to see the breakout of this correction. The breakout of this, if the price broke this correction, I don't think so we can get a really good trade setup, because at that point we have to look for the every flag. All right, that's why to get the trade within this correction, it can give us better opportunity. Either we put our entry above here, or with the price drop, we see the price couldn't break the lowest price of this correction, and if you like, from there we will take it. All right, but the stop loss will be somewhere below this correction. Again, it depends on the risk and reward we are looking for. We don't need to put our FIB. That's mean if you move to daily chart, as I mentioned, if we want to look for the target, we have to see the breakout of the every previous top. If we put our FIB above here, also we can look for the targets, but at this point, I'm not going to do that. And in this case, we just follow the chart. If I see any update, I will share. Thanks.